So what I'm realizing as a life coach, but also as a single man, is that good women...
I'm gonna be honest with you. Men treat good women like shit.
One of the major issues I see with today's generation is most men don't know how to treat a woman good.
Please treat your woman right. Please treat her like she's a princess, man. Treat her like she's a queen.
So what I'm realizing as a life coach, but also as a single man, is that good women are getting harder to find. And I think it's because they just don't really care about being found anymore. I just don't think it's a priority. So it's not that they don't exist. It's just that they just don't care about showcasing themselves. They don't care about your validation. They just don't care about that. Yeah? What they do now is they just go to work, they come home, they go to dinner dates with their girls, and they ignore men. Whether you're good, bad, tall, slim, fat, ugly, tall, dark, handsome, not handsome, whatever it is, they just don't really care. They don't have the time for the potential bullshit that comes with quite a lot of relationships. So as a life coach and...
So I'm gonna give y'all my take, right? And this is on princess treatment for your lady. So fellas, listen to me, and ladies, show this to your boyfriends or whatever. Princess treatment doesn't mean you buy her things 24/7. Doesn't even mean that you pay for everything or drive her around or anything like that. It simply means that you just don't let her go to bed upset. It simply means that you're treating her delicately. And I think one of the biggest factors that us fellas sleep on, we gotta be more listeners. You can't just hear your woman. You gotta listen and comprehend and listen to her feelings and how she's feeling at that time being. Lastly, fellas, give her relationship priority. Make her feel like she's a priority. If this is what you want, if this is the relationship you're trying to be in, if you sort of want all of her, this is the princess treatment that you got to give her. I mean, that's just my take.
I'm gonna be
We're going to be discussing about how men see good women and how they treat good women. So guys, if you are just seeing us for the first time, kindly hit on the red subscribe button, drop your opinion at the comment section.
One of the major issues I see with today's generation is most men don't know how to treat a woman good. Most men don't know how to understand a woman's feelings. Most men don't know how to calm down an angry woman. Most men don't know how to put a smile on a woman's face. Most men don't know how to wow a woman. Most men nowadays don't know how to sweep a woman off their feet. You understand me? I try to say to you, that's one of the biggest and major issue with today's generation of men. You understand me? I try to say? Them just feel like I think say money can't fix everything. Them just feel like I think say when them they do can't fix everything. It can't fix everything. You have to take the time out to understand your woman. Understand that she has real feelings and emotions. Man, them may attack. You need to understand a woman more.
I don't care what nobody have to say. Good woman get tired of being good to an ungrateful man. Best believe.
As a man, your woman come first. Your woman should never be competing with your friends for your time and your attention. Enough man Them have them woman at the house and the woman is lonely. Them give them friends all the time and attention. And you have to wonder who's giving your woman attention.
You know what? There is nothing like love. Just treat a woman right and she will give you her best. This scam that all over the world today, we need somebody that love me, don't love me. No, you can't love somebody and hurt somebody. Treat a woman right. What is love without treating a woman right? The moment you treat a woman right, you'll be shocked at the level of honor that woman will give you as a man. No woman will treat a man who genuinely treats them right badly, except they curse that woman from the womb. Every woman wants a man, not a man that loves them, a man that treats them right. Treating a woman right is higher than love. In this generation where people will say, I love you and still cheat, I love you and still do bad to the woman, just treat her right and she will give you the best. It is what it is.
Please treat your woman right. Please treat her like she's a princess, man. Treat her like she's a queen. Cherish her, spoil her, do all that stuff that they tell you not to do. Why? Because a woman will leave you emotionally way faster than she'll leave you physically. The moment you start getting complacent with your girl and she might not feel the love or the respect or just the time of day that she deserves, she'll find it somewhere else. Or she'll start creating scenarios in her head elsewhere. You understand what I'm saying? I've been guilty of not cherishing what I had when it was right in front of me and I lost it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you be a simp. I'm not saying let her run all over you because that's not healthy either. But what I am saying is be careful and make sure that you are doing your due diligence when it comes to a good woman. If you have a good woman, my man, hold on to her, bro. Hold her tight. Because if you don't, she'll go find it in other places. And this is for men and women. I'm not just specifying girls, because it happens both ways, you know. People in general, make sure that you take time out for the person you love, because there's not a lot of love out here these days, man. We see it. That's just my 2 cents. Peace.
If you're in your early 20s and you have a girlfriend, listen up. Don't treat her like a toy, bro. Don't treat her like she's not good enough. Don't treat her like she can get replaced. Treat her like it's an actual partner you're trying to build with, right? Don't call me a pick-me because I'm saying this. No, this is real. This is real shit. I'm talking to you like you my brother. Treat her like you actually want to build a future. I promise you, your relationship will be 10 times better if you see her not just as a girlfriend, but as your potential wife. Because that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. She's molding you to be a husband. You're molding her to be a wife. If we're not trying to get to the end game, what are you talking to her for? What are you talking to her for? There's no point. Unless you should just let people know, like, hey, I don't want to be nothing serious right now. But if you have a girlfriend right now, this is for the dudes that's 20 to 25. If you have a girlfriend, stick with her, please. Bro, the streets are not where you want to be at. The streets are dangerous, right? If you got somebody good, bro, she's not giving you no problems, right? No stress. Stick with her. Treat her like a wife. Trust me, you won't.
Let me tell you something, men. The worst place you can have a woman who knows her worth, stands and walks in her truth, has done the work, has healed. Those women who take you back a multiplicable amount of times, who once didn't know her worth, now knows that she brings the legs, the chairs, and the table, is out her motherfucking feelings. Baby, let me tell you now. The worst place you can have those women is out they fucking feelings. Because it's nothing like having access to a motherfucker and it's now denied. Imagine texting her and you can't get through. So you start reaching. Let me pull the screen down to make sure that the Wi-Fi indicator is off because it might be my Wi-Fi. No. Or when you go over to social media and you can't even search her fucking name. A woman who has officially stepped
into her worth and know, and not even just stepped into it, but walking in it, baby, and know what she brings and has done the work, baby, it's out her motherfucking feelings. Baby, so you better be careful with what you're doing with a good goddamn woman. Call me back.
Coming from a guy who's lost his fair share of good women, just plan that date, bro. Look, if you're under the age of 25, realistic women aren't expecting you to have bread, bro. No one is expecting you to have unlimited resources, like everybody's understanding of everyone's financial situations. I think let's start putting realistic standards on ourselves and what we are capable of. I know it's very easy to get lost on TikTok when you come on here and you search up dating ideas, and then you might not be able to afford it. But realistically, a good date doesn't need to cost money. Plan simple dates that are cost effective and then save up for the big one. We're all capable of saving. Everybody's making a little bit of money and you're capable of saving. So just save up for that big date. You feel me? Don't put too much pressure on yourself to do the most all the time. Just plan little ones, little intimate dates. In a relationship with somebody that's genuine and a good person who values you, you can't neglect the little things just because you don't have bread. You feel me? Don't get to a place where you neglect doing anything and then eventually losing somebody that is genuinely good. The little things, man. It's the little things that matter.
3 signs that you got a high quality woman. Let's go. Sign number 1, she has boundaries, bro. And there's nothing you, me, or anybody else can do. It don't matter how sexy you are to change her boundaries, bro. If she's firm on something, she's firm. You think you gonna not talk to this woman for a week and a half and hit her up and be like, hey, Pooks, what are you doing today? She not going for that. She not going for that because she know her worth. She has boundaries. And the moment you overstep those boundaries, because she's a high quality woman, she gonna remove herself. She gonna fall back like that right there. You see what I'm saying? Sign number 2, she just respects herself. She's not out here moving like a bop. She's not out here allowing you to treat her as if she's just a hookup or a friends with benefits situation. And her energy says that. You're never going to approach this woman as if she is a bop, because her energy, the way she carries herself says, hey, I respect myself, baby. I respect myself. And you're not going to treat me like a little booty call. You're not going to do that to me. No, you're not doing that to me. She respects herself. Signs of a high quality woman. And then sign number 3. She don't give a damn about being by herself. She will sit in her own essence, in her own presence before she just settles. That's how you know you got a high quality woman. She don't give a damn about being alone. She's comfortable and sitting in her energy. She don't need you. She don't need Billy Bob. She don't need Sarah Lee. She don't need nobody. But to validate who she is, she's okay with being in her own presence before she settles for some bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So listen, I'm trying to give y'all the motherfucking sauce. Y'all don't like to listen and shit, but I'm trying to give you the game. If you want a part 2, if you want a little part 2, I can help you get a high quality baddie. You know what I'm saying?
If a man ever looks you in your face and says, you're too good for me, here's the 3 things that it means. Number 1, it is not a compliment, it is a warning. He is letting you know he ain't got the capacity to reach your standards. He is letting you know he has seen how healed you are. I'm not that healed. He know you ready for commitment. I'm not that ready. And I like you, but I want to let you know you're too good for me because 2, I want to prepare you for the disappointment. I want to let you know that when I don't meet up to those standards or your worth or what I know you deserve, that I could go back to that warning I gave you and I could tell you, I told you so. He is making you subconsciously lower what you think you deserve from a man, to accept what he's willing to give you simply because you misunderstood what he said. You're too good for me. Really? You think I'm good? No. It means 3. He's not ready to reciprocate. And when we talk about being equally yoked, you want a man that doesn't feel like you're too good for him. Because that man, he's ready to earn you just like he expects you to earn him. That man is ready to give to you the way he expects you to give to him. It becomes an even yokage. But when you are dating a man that don't feel like he's good enough, now you gotta keep dragging him to a relationship, dragging him to healing, dragging him to understanding that he is a quality catch. I guess what I'm saying is, here's the 3 things you need to consider. If a man ever says, you're too good for me, baby girl, it ain't a compliment. it's a warning.
I think some brothers don't want a wife. They just want someone that looks good next to their deen. You know, they see a woman who prays and wears the hijab, you know, she keeps it halal. And they think, yeah, you know, that's wifey right there. But in reality, it's not really love. You know, it's image, it's status. It's like, oh, she'll make me look like I'm doing everything right, you know. And I think I've been a victim of thinking like that as well, you know. Subconsciously, I just kind of had that in my mind as well. And the problem is that men like that, you know, they marry her with no idea how to hold space and how to leave, how to lead with softness, you know, how to actually love someone both emotionally and spiritually, you know. Like a lot of men, they think that being a man means providing and just, you know, quoting the Quran. But the truth is that when she cries, they freeze. You know, when she opens up, they remain silent. You know, and when she needs comfort, they tell her to just be patient. You know, and the truth is, a lot of women, unfortunately, they end up becoming these trophy wives. You know, for how, you know, how much a man is on his deen.
Sometimes some men takes good women for granted because she invests so much in the relationship. She invests her time and attention in the relationship, trying to make the relationship work, trying to build the relationship. And this men just feel so comfortable because they feel that she will never ever take a walk. Even if they do the lady what is not supposed to be done, they just feel because of the attention and time that she invested in the relationship, she will always be there.
Men always regret losing a good woman because once she's gone, their life fucking crumbles. They soon realize it was her love and spiritual protection that was keeping it together. At first, they're relieved because they know you're sad. They expect you to beg and cry whilst they're chasing temporary gratification, but it destroys them later down the line because they lost the spiritual shield that you provided. You prayed for them, you believed in them, you spoke life into their dreams when no one else did. A relationship with a good woman is a gift from God, and when a man fails to appreciate it, it's as if he's rejecting God's blessing. So God makes him experience all the consequences, especially if he hurt you. His life becomes chaotic, unstable, and nothing can fill the void. Once time passes and the grief finally catches up to them, they soon realize just how much you sacrificed, how much you endured, how much your prayers added to their life that they didn't even acknowledge. You were so patient, so forgiving, and that's usually the time that they come back. But by that time, you're thriving, you know your worth, and you've elevated your life to the point of no return because you understand the pain of being unappreciated outweighs the pain of change. God removed him from your life to protect you from further harm, and that relationship did not align with the plans that God had for you because you are destined for more. You no longer waste any of your prayers on him, instead you pray for yourself, and if you are truly a good woman, then the blessings flow to you at such a miraculous rate because you've liberated all this energy that you just exhausted on him. God does not curse a man that loses a good woman, but he allows them to feel the full weight of your absence. Your departure can be a massive wake-up call for them, prompting them to change, to take accountability, and to actually grow. They realize your importance and they come back to you as a better version of themselves, so that the second time around the relationship can actually flourish.
This is how a man acts when he actually values you. Ladies, if you want to know whether a man actually values you, you need to stop listening to what he says and start watching what he protects. Men protect what they value. When a man truly values a woman, his behaviors become consistent. You're not just guessing where you stand, and you're not just chasing basic effort. He becomes intentional with his time. When a man truly values you, he's not just fitting you in, he's making space for you in his life. Not just when it's convenient, but when it matters. He protects the connection. That means he's careful with the way that he moves. He's not entertaining unnecessary attention, playing games, or doing anything to risk losing you. He listens differently when you talk. He's not just waiting on a response, he's actually paying attention because what matters to you starts to matter to him. He invests, and I'm not just talking about money, effort, energy, or emotional availability. When a man values you, he'll put something on the line to keep you. And here's the biggest one women overlook: he doesn't test how much you'll tolerate, he adjusts when he sees something hurts you. because losing you matters more than being right. So, ladies, if you're constantly confused, chasing reassurance, and begging for consistency, that's not a man trying to keep you. A man who truly values you moves like losing you would actually cost him something. Peace and love. Like and follow.
Every man wants a woman with a big heart. But a big heart doesn't come with silence. It comes with storms, with feeling everything loudly, deeply, fully. She'll cry when she cares. She'll rage when she's hurt. She'll call out what doesn't feel right because her love is real. It doesn't sit quietly in the corner of someone's convenience. A woman with a big heart will challenge you to show up bigger, not because she's too much, but because she refuses to settle for too little. You don't get soft without strong. You don't get magic without fire. And you don't get a woman like her without being ready to feel every ounce of what she is made of.
Let me tell you something. Your future wife is literally going to tolerate all your insecurities, your weirdness, and your hobbies and your habits. She's going to want to be a part of that just because you guys are in love. Your future wife is going to love you for who you are, not for what you got. Understand this. She's going to love you undeniably. You watch anime, she's going to watch anime with you. You work out, she's going to work out with you, right? You get up early, she's going to get up early with you. Your future wife or future husband, you guys are going to be infatuated with each other. So all the little hobbies that you do, she's going to pick up. Hey, I want to do them too because I like what you're doing, right? And if it's the opposite, oh, I don't want to work out, then that's not your future wife. I don't want to watch anime. Anime's stupid. That's not your future wife. Understand the difference.
Let me tell you the type of woman a man never forgets. This type of woman is not the loudest. She's not the most dramatic. This type of woman is calm when things don't go perfectly. This type of women, they don't panic when plans change. The type of woman that does not beg for reassurance. This type of woman has her own life and doesn't allow her whole world revolve around him. See, let me tell you, men notices these things more than women think. He notices that being around you is peaceful. He notices you don't create pressure. He notices you are confident without even trying to prove anything. Because attraction is easy to find. Pretty women are everywhere, but emotional peace, that is rare. So when a man meets a woman who is steady, confident, and still focused on her own life, it stays in his mind. Even if that relationship ends, even if he moves on, and even when he doesn't say it aloud, he will never forget you. See you again.
The best women in the world are always going to be the most difficult and the most complex. So my brothers out there, if you can't handle that, and if that's too much for you, I suggest you settle for a basic one. The best women in the world are always going to be the most difficult and the most complex. So my brothers out there, if you can't handle that, and if that's too much for you, I suggest you settle for a basic one.
Treating a woman right, it's even more beneficial to the men because it makes you more happier. How? Because when you make her happy, she in return makes you happy. When you make her feel valued, in return she makes you feel like a king because you are making her feel like a queen. So treating a woman right is very, very beneficial to the man. But many men refuse to see this secret. They feel that you can just treat a woman however it pleases them. At the end of the day, whatever you give into a relationship, that is what you are going to be taking out in that relationship. When you sow, that is what you are going to reap. When you sow happiness into that partner that you are with right now, best believe you're going to get it back in 100 foot.